Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I'm I'm gonna go spiritual in here, right, bro? Okay, so before we was born or came to existence, we was actually physical, spiritual beings in the cosmos before we was born and had to grow, right? Now this is going to lead to something very biblical, right? Right where I started, right? Thank you. So now, you know, this is the black snake. Okay, I am boy crazy as fuck. All right, it starts with me and it rings over. So when I was in the cosmos and then I was reincarnated to the point that I had to grow again or whatever, and with a third lifetime, the black snake was already following the whole universe in the bedroom, right? Hence, I was born in 1987, right? So now when I develop, you know, when I developed into hormones and attraction, the devil started to follow me, and the black snake started to follow me in the bed as well. You know, everywhere I went, and it got worse. You know what's so crazy? God literally fought back by bringing me out of the cosmos and putting me as Michael Cantress, February 9th, 1987. Okay? Now, this leads to Monty Demure's message, right? And all the contritions that the contrition disciples and immortals that I repost in my Instagram. But let's keep it with Monty Demore, right? This is the thing. This is the thing. There was somebody in a dread, right? About the Christians, right? This is the thing. I was saying the same thing, and every nasty word came out of my mouth when it came to the contrition and how the oppressors, was all men. Not all the 12 disciples are the oppressors unless they walk with the colonizer on the cross, right? I said every hateful word under the sun. It left my chest to the point it's like, where are the women at? All right? The women of the contrition are the whites and the contrition Santos. That is the answer to the question, And as you know, this is not going to be a short. Now, in all that, what Monty Demore has said about the young Christian girls finding their identity, because it's so crazy how every other religion, even though the contrition does link everywhere, even in the Quran, what's past the Catholic Christian texts, like the Quran, and it goes everywhere, the women know their identity. All right? It's just the women of the congregation that I grew up in that literally have take it back to tough love, okay? But that's for everywhere. That's just for the whole black public. That's just for the whole black public, right? Tough love and a black woman, LGBT member, and a black man being called crazy and delusional for wearing a crown on their head at the corner store, whatever the case is, right? Yeah. It goes everywhere and it returns to where it starts. All right? Even if they're whites, they are still part of the black public. And this is way before they start developing this and this and that, right? But you know what's so crazy? It's so 1995 that it's present today. That to the point that a 10-year-old is afraid to walk around with a crown on their head to the corner store at night, even in the day, due to what's 1995. And it don't even matter because it's like that in Riverdale too. Right, like I be saying, whether I'm in Soundview or in Riverdale, I'm as black as I'm black everywhere I go. Even if there's a white person, and a white person right next to me will say that shit too. Right? Black summon. RELAJATÉ. So this is the thing, right? Stephen Ward literally has infiltrated black minds and fucked their head up, right? Hence the reason why I'm as fake as they come on hip hop and R&B, because I literally was on the Stephen Ward Bible to the point I try to move and act on relationships to the point I just threw it away. Right? Right. I am literally the voice of the millennials that way, courtesy of Tough Love by Stephen Ward, who is an infiltrator. And I pray that everybody got their worth back the minute they left the show. And I pray for all that in the power in the name of Jesus Christ, in the seven sacraments, they all healed and they all absolved. Okay? Now, back to Mata de Mor, right? And it's Mata de Mor, okay? Please get out of your stupid ass minds. It's a mispronunciation, right? It's sort of French something anyway, right? So let me tell you something. She literally was talking to the females and feminine entities within the congregation that I grew up in. All right? That you can go to her page for. So I'm going to make it a little more innocent. All right? Listen, it all starts by telling yourself good things in the mirror, because I have seen adults, right? I have seen adults on Tonight's Conversation, a black woman, all that, fighting the black, like, really, fighting against the black snake, okay? On Tonight's Conversation with, oh my God, Kitty J. Rose. She literally cursed out the black snake. Don't remember the content. It's in my history or whatever the case is, right? But that's going to be in the 718 files. Figure it out yourself, right? I literally put her in the comment section there. So now taking it back to Mata de Mor, the black snake is real, right? Now my 3+ years of abstinence, right? As I literally did the shadow work to address the elephant in the room. The number one thing is I'm human and I'm allowed to do whatever I want. That's always going to be the first last of the story. Now the thing is, right? The minute I got my body parts back, was everything just start. The black snake that followed everybody in the bedroom, even while we was in the Cosmos, got shut down. Okay? So to all my females and feminine entities, especially under the congregation that I grew up in, Christian, Catholic, or whatever the case is, listen, you are allowed lessons. And yes, virginity, losing your virginity, and that's for everyone. Your virginity is sacred, even for men. But you know what's so crazy? You know what's going to carry you through? Forgiving yourself, and forgiving yourself is admitting that you're human. And that will carry you through, okay? So you really didn't throw nothing sacred away or trade anything sacred away. You forgave yourself by admitting that you're human. There. And it's gender and umbrella neutral. Okay? Because I don't got time to be repeating or starting or what. We're in 2026. And there's conversations that should have been shut down back in the boomer era, courtesy of masculinism and feminism. And here we are. I'm not trying to, okay? I say out of the masculinist groups, I say out of the feminist groups, and I say out of the LGBT groups for this reason. Thank you.